Now, I got quite a few messages in the comment area. For those of you, most people who are new don't know how to contact me because I don't have any contacts on here, but information on here. But people who really want to get their messages to me, they will put a comment in the comment section, even though they know it's not going to be posted. They know I can still see it. Um, and some of you were not very happy with the fact that I encouraged women in these hotep groups to continue um, rear and teach their girls to be feminine, um, still be submissive to the husband that they accept. So the husband takes the initiative. He's ready to start a family. He makes the advance and he pops the question. He does most of the things. The woman has the option whether or not, after seeing everything that he can provide for her, if she will accept it after she has already assessed what she needs in life, and whether or not she can help him um, meet the goals that he wants in life. Is she willing to submit to all of that? She has a choice in that regard, whether or not she accepts what he's offering to her for the rest of her life. Really, was because that's what marriage is really supposed to be. But then you get into marriage, and then, like, a lot of you are finding out that these men are not holding up to their end of the bargain. They are, they made promises to you as a part of the uh, marital contract, if you will. They made promises to you before you're married. So you made your decisions to marry this person based on the things that you agreed upon before marriage. The things that he said that he would be okay with before marriage. But a lot of you, after you get into the situation, find that they were lying. And as far as I'm concerned, that marriage that contract is null and void. Because you cannot be involved with someone who has no integrity and will not uphold the agreements that you made your decision based on prior to marriage. And that's what a lot of you all are dealing with in these hotep groups. And that's what I said. Okay, I'm just going to replay a little bit about what I said. Because you guys, you're facing the same thing all Black American women and with Black women across the globe you're facing. But with you, you know the importance of uh, making a decision to marry a man based on the agreements that you made before marriage, because now you have to submit to this man. And if you are going to submit to someone, they have to be on the up and up. They have to have the utmost integrity. They have to have your best interest at heart. They have to make sure that you are protected and safe in every sense of the word. And a lot of most of who you are dealing with are not giving you that, and they are reneging on what they said they were going to do prior to your making your decision to marry them. So that contract is not legally binding. It is null and void. And you all are dealing with a bunch of null and void marriages, but you stick it out anyway. What I'm telling you is raise your daughters differently. Raise them to still be submissive, because that's not that's not the problem. The problem is the men they're submitting to. Raise them to still be good homemakers, good rearers of children, properly taking care of how to properly take care of their husbands, their home, how to act at home and abroad. Those are valuable lessons for girls to learn. And then you need to put them in a protected environment. Don't teach your girls all of that and then give them to men you know are not going to keep them safe. As soon as you get married, oh, baby, I'm gonna need you to work. But you said I didn't have to work before. That's why I made my decision based on things that you said before marriage. Is your word not your bond? Does your word have no value? What kind of man are you that you cannot stick to your word? These are the things that you all are dealing with, and you need to be honest and whether or not you should subject your girls to that. How did you feel when that happened to you? You all need to really be honest. Okay? And not continue the cycle. And basically you're ruining your girls when you do that. Because you're putting them with men who have little to no integrity and have no intention of really respecting, loving, and protecting them. And that's on you. Whatever God you say you believe in, that is on you, because you know better. You are supposed to do better for your children. So y'all can get mad at me all you want. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it for you. You all know what you're dealing with, but you keep perpetuating the cycle. You are all no different than people who are black women who are outside of your Hotep groups. You're doing the same thing, but instead you're just doing it inside a Hotep group, saying you're believing in a particular God. This is what I said, and I stand by it.
And God can't get to you when he wants to make an example of you. So I'm saying to Mr. Trump, not being disrespectful, I'm going to talk to you about him now. Who is he? You can come, bring your army, but if you slaughter my little young brothers, watch what God will do for you, Mr. Trump, and for the country that you said you want to make great again. That's not going to happen, Mr. Trump. America will never be made great again. Her days of greatness are over.
And men like Trump say that they're going to do something and make it happen. Okay? So this is the great lie that this group feeds you. They teach you that black men can murder, rape, steal, kill, act like animals, and destroy their own community. But if law enforcement brings in the order to stop them from doing these things, then the America and law enforcement will incur the wrath of God, because these people are protected in their mischief. So black women, please leave these groups alone and do not raise your daughters in these groups. They have some good things about, raising your daughter in a more feminine manner. But you need good men who are going to be protective of those women who are raised in their feminine elements. Okay? You just don't give those kind of girls just to anybody. And most of these men are not fit to be husbands to these type of girls. That is one thing that they do. They do raise girls to be submissive and feminine and listen to their husbands, but they're not getting good husbands. And they end up being destroyed emotionally because of the men that they're being paired with. That's what I said. And I stand by that. Because you all know what's going on. And just like black women outside of these Hotep groups are not facing the fact of what's going on. And, you still have it in behind your head. If you leave the black man, you're a traitor. If you leave the black man, the white man's going to kill you. If you leave the black man for any other race, he can do whatever he wants, but because he's the man, he's the maker, the owner, the cream of the planet Earth, God of the universe. I am nothing, but he's God of the universe. Get that shit out of your head. Okay? Nothing comes on this planet except through your womb. So who is the real maker? Okay, and what are you making if your mind is in disarray because you are being you're under the authority of a man who does not love you that way, that he can protect you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually and physically? What are you bringing forth into this world? I know you all joined those groups because you want to have a better life. You thought that they really respected their women. They really protected their women. They really treated their women like gold. And a handful do. But that handful isn't enough for all the girls that you are training and bringing up to be good women. So you all have to make a decision. Are you going to continue to spin the same wheel with the same result? Or are you going to think outside the box and do things differently? And I know a lot of you all been told that, and a lot of black men have told you that, a lot of these Hotep black men have told you that the last trick of the white man is to go after the black woman. You all have been taught that the last trick of the white man is to go after the black woman because he can only make it into the hereafter through her womb. That's what you all have been taught. And I believe that you have been taught that so you don't leave a man who's not producing for you, who's not protecting you. You have been fed a bill of goods. So if anyone deserves to go through your womb to be in the hereafter, it's men that are actually doing something to build up society and make sure that you're protected. Even though they don't have to. Even though you keep calling them racist. Even though you keep saying that they just want to use you. They fetishize you. They don't really love you. When the true men who fetishize you and don't really love you are the ones that you are actually married to and living with. So if the white man's last trick against the black man is actually to take the black woman, well, the black man isn't doing much to prevent that now, is he? What is he doing to prevent that? So instead of getting mad at me, you all really need to think and think logically and get out of this Hotep mindset. and start thinking about yourselves and your daughters. And what are you really raising? Are you raising them for the next slaughter? And if you actively do that, knowing what you went through and what you see other women are going through today, and you actively keep raising these girls for their slaughter, that is on you. And you need to deal with that.